Football season is back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Ocean City High School. It is a wonderful evening for football, and the reigning state champs, LaSalle, are back to defend that title. Good evening, everyone. Bob Long, Carter Philman. We have Jack McGuire, Pat Burkhead in the booth. Jack Burns with us here as well. So thrilled to have everybody with us. As you are probably finding out, this is an audio-only broadcast. This is an official Battle of the Beach event. This is not a LaSalle home game nor a Paramus Catholic home game. And so as a result, the organizers elected not to allow this game to be broadcast via video. We do appreciate John Emmel and all the crew to allow us to do this via audio here this evening. And so LaSalle just came to the field. They are dressed in all whites here this evening with white helmets. The alma mater plays in the background, and the Paladins of Paramus Catholic, as we will talk about as the game goes along. A terrifically talented team out of New Jersey, the state runner-up in their group. This is about as good as it gets. Let's welcome Carter Philman, who's done many games with us on the basketball side, making his debut. Bob Long Sports on the football end. Good to have you here, Carter.
Hey, excited to be here. Double dipping a little bit in the Bob Long Sports world, but excited to be there. Should be an exciting year for LaSalle football, and what a way to open it up. Paramus Catholic, one of the top teams in New Jersey. Tons of talent on that side as well. Should be a fun game to start.
Pat Burkhead, Jack McGuire here as well. Jack Burns helping us out this evening. Guys, great to have both of you back for another season. 3 juniors from the student side helping us out this season.
Yeah, Bob, thanks for having us. We always enjoy being here and doing this with you.
Yeah, Bob, thanks for having us again. Ready for another fun year.
LaSalle will receive the opening kickoff. They're dressed in whites. They have white helmets this year as well. That is a first, and we are underway. Kicked from right to left. Received there at about the 5-yard line, and a good start for LaSalle to the 30, now to the 40. Breaks the tackle at the 45, tripped up right there, and good starting field position for the starting quarterback for LaSalle, Luke Gordon, who gets his first start as a junior. Azir Nelson will be the starting tailback. Larry Brown, the transfer from Penn Charter, starts at tight end. Trey Hopkins, Jordan Reed will be the primary pass catchers here tonight. Did not expect coming in to see either Chima Auguste or Owen Johnson as the starters here this evening. A little dinged up there. Expect to have them back in the near term. LJ Tuller up front, Chris Berneski, Nick Stampone at the center position. Drew Sorge and Gabe Dean, the sophomore, will be at the right tackle position. They'll start with a handoff to Azir Nelson. Patient run, and then he bursted forward for a gain of 4 yards. In between the tackles, it'll be 2nd down and 6.
Expecting to see a heavy dose of the run on my end, Bob. Luke Gordon, new quarterback for LaSalle. Paramus Catholic very strong on the outside. AJ Lopez, Austin Barrett, 2 Power 5 level defensive backs.
12 minutes on each quarter clock here. We're ticking down now to 11 minutes, 24 seconds. Ball at the 49-yard line of LaSalle. Line to gain is the 45-yard line on the other half of the field. Some key contributors on the defensive side of the ball for Paramus Catholic: Austin Barrett, Anthony Lopez. Lopez with 20-plus Division I offers. Barrett, a cornerback with a Virginia Tech commitment in his back pocket. 2nd and 6, running back again. Azir Nelson hit and falls forward for another 2, maybe 3 yards after a first contact. Gets all the way to the 47-yard line. That'll be 3rd down and a long 2. Line to gain is the 45, 10:47 to play first quarter. Other guys we'll see in the secondary for, and really the linebacking core for Paramus Catholic: Xavier Weems, the sophomore; Grayson Abrazizi, a Duke wrestling commit. Weems, though, is quite the story. Just a sophomore, gets his first high school start. He's wearing the number 5, and the reason that's important at Paramus Catholic is that is the number of one Jabril Peppers when he played at Paramus Catholic, and so that's a number important. And he got it as a sophomore. Rolling out, throw and catch. Larry Brown with his first catch of the year. twisted down inside the 40 to the 37-yard line. He gets up a little gimpy, but the first throw of the starting career for Luke Gordon, and it came on play action, guys.
Yeah, Bob, I saw Luke last week at the scrimmage, and he looks really sharp. Brett's mentioned to me and you, he's super accurate, and he's going to make good decisions, so I think we can expect a good year from him.
Love the accuracy under pressure, defender in his face, zip that ball out to the outside for the first down.
Third wideout we see for LaSalle, split out wide, is Lucas Ferriola. They're going to go up the middle for Ozzie Nelson, and he just continues to fall forward. That's another gain of 5 yards after he was hit right near the line of scrimmage. Gabe Dean, the right tackle, pulling there, did a nice job and just continued to fire his way downfield, leading the way.
Ozzie Nelson in for a big year this year, really came on even more so in the state playoffs last year for this LaSalle team. Bell cow running back. He's going to have a fantastic year this year.
Ball on the 30-yard line, 2nd down and 3. They gave him 7 yards. What a run there by Nelson, having a big night early. LaSalle driving from left to right, 9 minutes and ticking here in this first quarter clock, scoreless. Line to gain is the 27 of Paramus Catholic, dressed in the all blacks. 3 in the backfield along with Ozzie Nelson. He's going to bounce, gets the stiff arm at the 30. He's inside the 20, inside the 10, and run out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. What a run by Ozzie Nelson.
Good luck tackling Ozzie Nelson in space. So explosive with the quick juke to the left, to the outside boundary. Gets a big gain for the LaSalle Explorers inside the red zone.
I really like that play. They had 2 big guys on the right almost as a little bit of a decoy, and Azir is able to slip out to the left side for a big gain.
They gave him a gain of 21 on that play. Ball just inside the 10-yard line. LaSalle driving left to right. 8 minutes, 39 seconds to play in a scoreless first quarter. First time touching the ball for LaSalle. Jordan Reed, the wide receiver. Luke Gordon, he is in the shotgun, drop straight back. They're going to throw the screen, set up well. Running through a tackler there was number 3, Trey Hopkins, the recent UCLA commit. They love him in the secondary at the cornerback position, but he will certainly play a lot of wide receiver this year. And certainly, Carter, with Auguste and Johnson not expected to play here tonight, he'll be the primary target.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting wide-out look for these LaSalle Explorers. Trey Hopkins, and also looking at Jordan Reed, as you mentioned, on the outside. Super talented sophomore. Looking at him to take a big step forward this year as well. Gain
of a full 5 yards there. 2nd and goal from just inside the 5-yard line. Far hash as we see it. LaSalle continues to drive left to right. Ozzie Nelson in the backfield, along with Luke Gordon, who stands in the shotgun. 3 wide, and they'll hand it to Nelson. Nelson breaks off 1 tackle and dropped after a gain of 1 yard. It'll be 3rd down and goal from the 3, and Pat, I think LaSalle thinks about this with 2 downs in mind as it's 3rd and goal from inside the 5.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen LaSalle be aggressive for the past few years, and I wouldn't expect nothing less, even if it's the season opener.
Brought a couple of the big boys in as well, including number 44, Rocco Gallo.
Kyrie Mitchell and Caleb Davidson coming on the field as well. You saw that early on with both of them lining up in the backfield.
Gallo, Mitchell to the left of Gordon. They're going to hand it off to Ozzie Nelson. Bounces right, dives towards the end zone. He's down at the 1, inside the 1-yard line. He stretched that ball for the end zone. Actually lost the football, but only after he was down. I think no decision whatsoever. Leave the offense on the field. 4th down and goal inside the 1, 6:43 and ticking here in this scoreless first quarter.
Rely on your offensive line here. They've done a great job getting push up front. Should have some confidence here, heading it off to the back and just getting that last inch to punch us in for the Explorers.
Caleb Davidson in the backfield. Kyrie Mitchell is on the left side of the line. Gallo in the backfield as well. It's a big boy package. 4th and goal. Handoff, Nelson. Down towards the end zone. 2nd effort. Touchdown, LaSalle. He just kept fighting towards the end zone and punched it in for 6.
Just great effort there by Ozzie Nelson taking that ball. Looked like he just got jammed up in the line, but that secondary push pushed the Explorers over into the end zone for their opening touchdown of the season. Great drive to open us up.
That drive all started with Bryce Hand and the return all the way to the 50-yard line. Good job there by the junior.
And as we saw just 8 short months ago when LaSalle was winning a state championship, that extra point is good, by the way. Jackson Aloffer, the place kicker this year. But as we saw late in that season, LaSalle started to ground and pound the ball and handled the ball for about 12 straight minutes with a last drive of the first half, first drive of the second half, 2 for 1 against Pittsburgh Central Catholic in the state title game. This time, they go 5 minutes, 46 seconds, 55 yards, punched in on 4th and goal. And Ozzie Nelson, a good start for him. So Loffer will kick from left to right. Paramus Catholic with 2 deep returning. Nakai Martin, the wide receiver, set to return. That is pounded by Loffer into the end zone, no question about that. No chance for a return. And now we'll meet the LaSalle defense. The defensive front, Jai Walter, the sophomore, 6'3", 234-pound outside linebacker / edge. Kyrie Mitchell, Caleb Davidson. They're going to be up front for the next 2 years, 2 juniors. Rocco Gallo and Bobby Gaffney will split time. In the linebacking core, Zyke Scott up the middle, Josh Simmons and Jeray Dial, the sophomore. Trey Hopkins, Brandon Murray, the cornerbacks, and Santana Swittenberg and Justice Morrison will be in the secondary. And before we even got a snap, it'll be a false start against Paramus Catholic, who will meet now. It is a quarterback competition, or if that's what we were told, whether that's the truth or not, or they're just trying to throw somebody off on week 0. Walker Snee, the sophomore, is taking the snap out of the shotgun. He is a sophomore transfer from Bergen Catholic, flips it out wide, made 1 miss, and Chu Oda ran over a couple of defenders but could not get back to the line of scrimmage. He is incredibly impressive, though. He will be the bell cow this evening, 6'2", 220-pound senior, a Penn State University commit, and maybe the most impressive thing about a 6'2", 220-pound guy is when you can go in the meet of champs in the state of New Jersey, run a 10.6 high, and be 3rd overall against a bunch of guys that, well, are not 6'2" and are not 220 pounds. So we'll see a heavy dose of Oda here tonight. And he takes the give, bounces it out wide, and made 1 miss at the line of scrimmage out to about the 27, depends on the spot. It'll be 3rd down and short. Paramus Catholic driving from right to left, and it'll be 3rd down with 5 minutes and 57 seconds to play.
He's a big, explosive body. He'll be hard to wrap up for the Explorers. Certainly we'll see a heavy dose of Oda as the game goes on.
Up-tempo, a lot of motion, and now alone in the shotgun is Snee. They're going to run that jet sweep. Odo made 1 miss, made another miss, got right to the 30, and pushes forward to the 33-yard line. That's a 7-yard gain, more than enough for a first down. Move those sticks, 5 minutes, 44 seconds, and ticking here in this first quarter. 7-0 LaSalle.
4 snaps, 4 touches for Oda. 3 snaps, excuse me.
They spot it right at the 33-yard line. Walker Snee, by the way, 25 offers already as a sophomore quarterback. Very impressive. How about this? A grandfather, as he pulls and runs, heads towards the sideline, got to the line of scrimmage, and then just ran through a would-be tackler out of bounds after a gain of about 7. Snee is the grandson of Tom Coughlin, the son of Chris Snee, who won a Super Bowl with the New York Giants. Very impressive young man, but we might also expect to see Rowan Martin, a junior, who was replaced as a starter, or the existing starter last year in week 3, and took Paramus on a run to the state final where they lost to DePaul Catholic. So that is an embarrassment of riches at the quarterback position. It's 2nd down and 3. Ball at the 39-yard line of Paramus. Fakes the give on the run pass option. Snee has it across the 40. Spins to the 45. Gain of 6. That's enough for a first down. They'll move those sticks. Ball will be marked right at the 45 of Paramus Catholic. 5:06 to play. It's a 7-0 game for LaSalle.
And Bob Walker-Snee transferred over from Bergen Catholic, and he wasn't the starter there last year, but he had a big impact on the rushing game with over 200 yards. So I think we can expect him to run all game.
And that is tough, Pat, if they continue to go to the run-pass option, because Odo is going to be not only your downhill threat, but your lateral threat, as you can see. He is really talented with the ball in his hand. Snee up the gut. Snee gets near the line to gain. It's a 9-yard gain. Gallops across midfield to the 46-yard line. It's 2nd down and 1. And LaSalle may be struggling a little bit with the up-tempo. Rocco Gallo came off the field. Caleb Davidson went back on. Now they're going to slow it down a little bit. They will huddle up as Snee walks back from the sideline. Paramus slow to break the huddle. No play clock here at Ocean City, New Jersey High School. Oda's in the backfield. One man in motion. Snee drops straight back. He's going to fire this one towards the sideline. Nobody there. The only one close was Trey Hopkins. It flew yards out of bounds.
3rd and short, certainly looking at most likely 4-down territory here for Paramus Catholic as well, Bob.
And so what do you call with 2 plays in your back pocket to do so?
Certainly have the option to take another shot if they so choose. Would have a lot of confidence in Uda in short yardage situations as well between him and Snee.
3rd down and 1. 3:42 to play, first quarter. 7-0 LaSalle. They'll hand it to Uda, and he has the first down. Didn't get much, got about 2, but needed 1. They're across the 45-yard line to the 44 on LaSalle's side of the field, driving from right to left, and they'll move the sticks. 7-0 LaSalle, 3:28 and ticking here in the first quarter.
Back to the up-tempo, Paramus goes. Snap, wasn't quite ready for it.
He was not ready for the snap at all, and he's going to take a big loss. It's a loss of 6 yards. The ball just snapped. He caught it. LaSalle didn't move. The offensive line didn't move. Snee wasn't really moving until he didn't hear a whistle. And LaSalle then gang tackled him in the backfield.
Not sure. I think the center was the only one who knew the play was going on at that point.
And I think somewhat common in, the beginning of the season, penalties, stuff like that happens, not a lot, but more than later down the line. So I think also credit to LaSalle's offense on no penalties or anything like that on their drive.
2 minutes, 44 seconds to play. It's 2nd down and about 16 yards. Man in motion. Snee drops back again. They're going to throw the screen and got all kinds of blocking, but Oda has to go to the ground to make the catch. He did it, and he lost 1 yard in the process. Ran into his own offensive lineman as he was struggling to make that catch. It's an unbelievably athletic play, quite frankly, to bring it in. But it becomes 3rd down now and 17 yards to go.
Jai Walter with the pressure off the edge there.
But that was invited pressure.
Yeah.
With the screen being set up. Line to gain is all the way at about the 33-yard line of LaSalle. Ball is sitting at midfield as we sit, overlooking a beautiful evening at a beautiful venue. Carey Stadium at Ocean City, New Jersey High School. Snee with an empty pocket. Zyke Scott broke down and Snee avoided him. He heads to his right. Got to get rid of the football and does. Fires down the field, has a man. Great coverage down the field. It's Trey Hopkins.
Fantastic job there by Trey Hopkins, turning his head to find the ball and swat it down. If he doesn't turn around, he likely runs into that receiver, looking at a 15-yard penalty, an automatic first down. But, man, you can see why that's a UCLA football commit right there.
I mean, that's big-time football all around there. Zyke Scott with the pressure He didn't just blow by Snee. He did break down. Snee shows the athleticism to roll to his right, throw it 45 yards down the field. It was a great route, but just better coverage by Trey Hopkins. Play of the day thus far. So they'll punt the football. Heels on the 36. It's a good-looking punt. And it coffin corners inside the 5 to the 3-yard line. That was a thing of beauty.
You do not see punts like that at a high school level very often, Bob. Wow. Pinning the Explorers back very far.
Harry Jones. Jones is a transfer as well. So LaSalle will come onto the field. Inside their own 5. They're going to go 5 wide. How about that? Heavy rushing attack on the first drive. And the coaching staff of LaSalle, they're going to try something different. Screen play and a nice opportunity for LaSalle there to get it across the 5. Took a big hit in the process, no question. But a gain of about 3, maybe 4 yards on first down. That's Jordan Reed on the catch.
Jordan Reed showed flashes as a freshman. Bob did a great job last year in small spurts. Look for him to take a big step forward.
That touchdown Reed had at that Father Judge game was amazing with that great camera view.
Lucas Ferriola, and you're referring to last year, of course, in the Catholic League regular season. It was a heck of a catch and a highlight moment for Jordan Reed. I formation. They'll hand it to Ozzie Nelson, makes one miss across the 10, across the 15-yard line. First down for Ozzie Nelson, knifing in between the tackles. 41 seconds to play. A momentary stop clock here late in the first quarter. LaSalle, a 7-0 lead.
Did not get a number on that lead blocker, but huge block in the hole to free up Ozzie Nelson there. Fantastic execution on that play by the Explorers.
Starting fullback on the year, expected to be number 40, Evan Petton. Fullback still has a position in today's game, Carter.
Sure.
A long lost dart. 12 seconds left. LaSalle has a first down at their own 15. Gordon hands it off to Ozzie Nelson. Knifes up the middle again, makes one miss. 30, 40, 50, one man to beat. He's got a cavalcade of blockers, and he'll go all the way. It's an 85-yard touchdown run for Ozzie Nelson as the clock strikes 0 in the first quarter.
Just that initial push from that offensive line. Big hole for Ozzie Nelson, bursts through, and it's off to the races for the senior running back.
Big time from Nelson. And Loffer is 2 for 2 on point after attempts. End of the first quarter. A terrific start for LaSalle High School. Stay with us, and we'll be back in just a second.
The all-new Infiniti QX80 has redefined what a luxury SUV should be. A V6 twin turbocharged engine, available 64-color personalized ambient lighting and 24-speaker sound system, biometric cooling, Pro Pilot Assist, and so much more. Experience the Infiniti QX80 today at Faulkner Infiniti of Willow Grove and redefine your luxury expectations. To be sure.
At Burns Design Group, our passion for visual and literary design forges powerful, lasting brands, from nonprofits and small businesses to Fortune 500 companies. We create and refresh brands from the ground up and inside out. We transform culture. We drive growth, profitability, and market leadership. We are a group of hands-on veterans who hold more than 150 years of brand strategy and design experience. Burns Design Group. What's next? By design.
The reigning state champs from Pennsylvania, LaSalle High School, 14. And the reigning runners-up from their group in New Jersey, Paramus Catholic, 0 through 1 quarter of play. That first quarter, if you just joined us, capped by an 85-yard touchdown gallop from Ozir Nelson, who now has both touchdowns on the evening. This portion of today's game brought to you by Joe O'Brien Roofing and Siding. Joe O'Brien is a terrific man and the father of Joey O'Brien playing his football at University of Notre Dame. But Joe does an awesome business on the roofing side. He can help you with gutter work, much, much more. Full roof replacements, patchwork, you name it. Give him a call at 215-651-1291 or jobrien3b@gmail.com. And also want to thank the Great American Pub, our buddy Chuck Hampshire, who runs 3 locations, Phoenixville, Wayne, and our personal favorite, Conshohocken. Check out Great American Pub today, our favorite spot to go before, during, or after the big game. Ready to get back to action, Laufer again kicks this one, this time heading towards the ocean, comes up a little short and returnable, but LaSalle has bodies to the football. They're ripping at it at the 21. Continues to fall forward all the way to about the 23. Held it tight, did he? And it'll be Paramus Catholic football with 11:52 to play, second quarter, driving from left to right. And this will be intriguing. Who will we see come out of the huddle? Will it be Walker Snee again? Indeed, it looks like it is. We were told that Rowan Martin, quarterback who took this team to the state final last year, might be a little dinged up, but we expected to see him as the night went on. This is Walker Snee's second opportunity running the offense. They'll hand it, he's going to keep it with himself and runs up the middle. It's a gain of 12, maybe 15 yards. Run pass option, he pulled it, read the defensive end well, and sliced up the middle.
Have to respect the fake handoff to Udo on the outside. Such a hard combo to stop there. Little two-man game, Bob.
That's right. Nakai Martin, number 8, also provides a viable option on the jet sweep. Ball marked at the 36-yard line on Paramus' side of the field. 14-0 LaSalle leads. Clock ticks, under 11 minutes and 18 seconds to play in the second quarter. Man in motion is Forjor. They'll hand it off to Oda, and Oda breaks through some tackles, but only to get back to the line of scrimmage. That was the defensive line led by Kyrie Mitchell getting into the backfield, and Oda could not get any downhill momentum.
Expecting big years out of Kyrie Mitchell. Jai Walter. And Caleb Davidson this year on the defensive line.
Substitutions here for LaSalle. They'll pull Caleb Davidson and Rocco Gallo off the field. Trying to match personnel as Paramus had substituted as well. Snee in the shotgun. He's got Oda to his right. Single high safety for LaSalle, and they'll hand it to Oda. Oda breaks a tackle and gets 5 yards. How did he do that? Josh Simmons was all over him in the backfield, never really lost hold of him. Maybe that was Zyke Scott actually in there, but just continued to motor it forward. Chu Oda, Penn State fans, thrilled to see him come to campus next year. Third down and about 6 yards. They gave him a gain of 4 on that last one. Line to gain is the 46-yard line of Paramus. The ball's at the 40. Loudest this LaSalle fan base has gotten here tonight. Early in the second quarter, it's a 14-0 lead for LaSalle. Nakai Martin's the man in motion. Snee stands in, steps up, avoids pressure, and tries to sidearm it. It one-hops his intended receiver, Yazir Sylvester, and it's 4th down and an early decision time here. I think you have to punt the football with what Harry Jones is able to do. but they haven't shown the ability to stop this LaSalle team, and you're punting it to a team that's 2 for 2 offensively and has a 14-0 lead early in the second quarter.
Great job by Jai Walter and Zyke Scott on that other edge, it looked like, from my vantage point, forcing Snead to step up in the pocket, force that incomplete pass.
Jordan Reed, the returner for LaSalle. It's a high snap. Jones is all over it and hammers it again towards the sideline and caught at the numbers, right at the 25-yard line. Another beautiful punt there for Harry Jones. The LaSalle offense comes back onto the field. This portion of today's game brought to you by the Riley Rakowski and Malloy Funeral Home. Want to thank Andrew Buda Rakowski for his longtime sponsorship of what we're doing here on Bob Long Sports. He wishes the entire LaSalle football program the best this season. That's Andrew Buda Rakowski of Riley Rakowski and Malloy Funeral Home. Luke Gordon comes out in the shotgun. They're going to overload the near side of the field. That's the wide side of the field with 3 wide receivers. And they hand it off to Azir Nelson. Got back to the line of scrimmage. That was it. Big play there. Rashawn Mangan, the 2027 linebacker, makes the play. And yeah, he knows how to celebrate a little bit. He also looks the part. Big time player there, number 14.
Looks like we got Josh Simmons in the backfield for this early on in this drive, Bob.
Thought of as, you know, one of those options, probably the second option at running back. We'll see Bryce Hanton perhaps as well. Always good to go deep at that running back position.
Haven't had to ask much out of Luke Gordon so far early on.
And now he's empty in the backfield. That was Simmons in the backfield, and he split out wide. The only man on that boundary side of the field, they'll go to him. If you're going to hand me 8 yards, I'll take it. It's a 6 or maybe 7 yard, just little hitch there. And Luke Gordon, good find. Really nice job by this offensive coaching staff there. What they did is they recognized that when that motion happened, if you don't have anybody following, you know in pretty good confidence that defense is in a zone. And so when you see that zone concept and you see that cornerback laying off 10 yards, yeah, just run that hitch and take the yardage, Carter.
Yeah, absolutely.
Third down and about 4 yards to go. Line to gain is the 33-yard line, we'll say. Ball right at the 30. 7:48 to play, clock ticking here in the second quarter. It's the third drive for LaSalle, and they have a 14-0 lead, driving from right to left. Gordon goes down low to take the third down snap. He steps up, looking for help. Gets a big block there, and it's a crackback block. He took a late hit. No flags come flying there. LaSalle's going to be penalized 15 yards on that play for an illegal crackback block. Isaiah Spates laid the hit. It is something they're trying to take out of the game.
Yeah, we saw this actually watching in the game before, Bob. Looked well within the play, but a stationary defender coming with the guard being hit blind. Seems like that's
it's
the
hard.
the
what
call.
you know? What do you do, right? You don't avoid the contact. You got to. It's tough, no doubt. The team that gets the flag against them isn't going to like the call, but it is a point of emphasis across the game of football. So they decline the penalty.
Yeah, put them at 4th and short, I believe, if they decline. Nope, won't be 3rd down.
No, it won't be 3rd down. It'll be 4th down. The voice is here. And those that know. Those that don't know, I wouldn't worry too much about it. Doing some public address here today. Laufer will punt this one away. His heels are on his own 17-yard line. Returner deep at the 28 on his own side of the field. Laufer gets a good one off. And it takes a bounce to the sideline, out of bounds at the 36. The deep man was Nakai Martin and did a nice job getting away from that one. It'll be good field position here for Paramus Catholic. And back onto the field comes Snee. You wonder at some point if we'll see any of Rowan Martin here tonight.
First and 10, Paramus.
Anthony Lopez in the slot, a terrifically talented receiver with 20-plus offers. And Snee takes it up the middle. He's got one to beat. He's just crossed the 40, the 30. He's just running away from guys. He's going to celebrate on his way in. Little show me as the LaSalle defenses helplessly ran on. It's a 59-yard touchdown run from the sophomore quarterback, Walker Snee.
Seen them run that play a few times so far, Bob, just that motion in through the receiver motion through the backfield. Hole wide open. Schneed, man, he just burst through that. He is a very talented runner, that's for sure.
Paramus Catholic spread LaSalle out wide. We talked about getting two receivers there with number 7 Lopez in the slot. Martin was out wide. You run the little jet sweep. Pull that defense even further wide as Jones pounds it through. It's 14-7. And so then you read that defensive end. You see that they have a light box on the defensive side of the football and let your athleticism take over at that point. Portion of today's game brought to you by Bala Dermatology. Thanks to Dr. Mary Griffin for her sponsorship of Bob Long Sports. Routine cosmetic work, dermatological work. Check your skin, folks. After a long, hot summer, enjoyable summer, make sure you get your skin checked. Call Dr. Mary Griffin at 610-664-3300. Healthy skin starts here.
Well, you didn't expect Paramus Catholic to go away quietly into the night, Bob, that's for sure. Too talented for a 14-0 deficit for them to just shy down and back away. Opportunity for the Explorers to respond to some early season adversity.
Jones with just 3 steps, pooches this one. Brown comes down to get it. It's good hands there as he just kind of trapped that ball at the 31-yard line. That's a ball that's easy to pop off your hands. Larry Brown. The transfer from Penn Charter.
Yeah.
He looks the part. 6'6", 230-pound tight end, 2-sport athlete. He's going to fit in well here, I think, Pat.
Yeah, I totally agree.
I know it's a long way away, but can't wait to see him on the basketball court.
Got a full football season to get through first, fellas.
Couple of basketball guys to my right here, that's for darn sure. Patience here from Ozzie Nelson as he took the give. Now hits the Jets and gets out of bounds. Took a late hit there. Surprised not to see a flag, quite frankly. Adrian Tejada, last one to hit him. 2nd down and 5. He ran to the near side of the field and just kind of followed that block, and that was a Le'Veon Bell type run.
Very patient run out of Ozzie Nelson. Showed that burst, showed some patience now here too.
6:52 to play, second quarter. It's 14-7 LaSalle. LaSalle driving from right to left, dressed in the white, and the Paladins of Paramus Catholic dressed in black. Gordon again in the shotgun. He's got 3 wide and a running back in the backfield with him. Why not? Right back to Ozzie Nelson. Another patient run and then hits the gas. He's going to get to the 40-yard line. Needed to get just a hair shy of it for the first down, so they'll move those sticks on a gain of 5 yards. He got 10.5 in the last 2 touches.
Ozzie Nelson coming up a little gimpy here as well.
So Josh Simmons will quickly come back onto the field.
Has that ankle in a big wrap. Wonder if That's giving him a little trouble there.
They marked the football at the 41-yard line on LaSalle's side of the field. It is a perfect night out here. We appreciate everyone joining us audio only as per the regulations of the battle at the beach. I certainly do hope and expect this not to be an issue again, but equally appreciative that the Battle of the Beach folks let us do this at all. First down and 10. Handoff. Josh Simmons, welcome to the game. He pirouettes his way across the 50 to the 48 on the other side of the field. 10.5 yards on first down. Move those sticks. Well, when you have your opportunity, Jack, right, and you have Nelson off the field for whatever period of time, take that opportunity and run with it, and Simmons did just that.
Yeah, Josh Simmons right up the middle. Saw some good things from him last year, and those good things carrying right into this season.
Ferriola checks back onto the field. They're rotating Reed, who's on the field right now as well. Brown's out there on the field. They go 5 wide. Simmons, who was in the running back position, is in the slot. Trey Hopkins on the near side of the field. First down and 10 for Gordon.
Oh, man.
Throws the interception on the crossing pattern. One to beat. Hopkins got the football loose. Who's going to come up with it? And it's going to be a touchdown. No. It went right into the arms of Rashawn Mangan. After the punch loose by Trey Hopkins, it was a heck of a play to put them in an opportunity to get there. But Mangan runs behind the play, and they are 1 point away from tying this one up. Crossing pattern. Gordon did not read the linebacker. He was going to get wrapped up at about the 10. Ball popped loose. Bounces up into Mangan's hands with the perfect bounce. And he trots his way into the end zone.
Almost a fantastic play there by Trey Hopkins. Just couldn't get the bounce the right way for the Explorers. Great hustle there, tracking the ball carrying down, punching it out right at about the 3-yard line.
A low kick is going to find its way through. 14-14. I'm going to take out my baseball score sheet and try to score that play. So it's approximately a 50-yard interception return from the 40 to about the 10. Then a fumble, and Mangan with a 5-yard fumble recovery and touchdown. $14 apiece. I want to thank a new old sponsor, if we will. I want to thank CJO Snow. That's Chad Ormond, commercial and industrial snow and ice management. Great for parking lots, walkways, commercial businesses, apartment complexes, and much more. Call Chad at 215-783-8522 or Chad at cjosnow.com. 5:02 to play. First half, we are tied at 14. Expected a good one, and we're getting one here between the state champs from Pennsylvania last year, LaSalle High School, and the state runners-up from New Jersey in their group, Paramus Catholic. Jones, another pooch, and it's caught by Brown, and he just takes a seat at the 33-yard line.
Almost overran that one, Bob.
Yep.
A little worried there for a second.
Good hands, though, nonetheless. Nice opportunity here for Luke Gordon to shake that one. His first varsity start. Live bullets. Every quarterback's going to throw some interceptions. Got to shake it here. Ozzie Nelson in the backfield. It's an I formation with one tight end. and he takes it off tackle. Nicely done across the 40 to about the 45-yard line. All depends where he stepped out, all the way back at the 42. So he did step out just a yard shy of the first down, but again, that lateral quickness, that lateral movement, the ankle looks good after he went out a little gimpy a play ago.
Certainly having a lot of success bouncing his runs to the outside. Explorers certainly not having much issue running the ball early on, especially with Ozzie Nelson in the backfield.
Second down and 1. Ball on the 42-yard line of LaSalle, beg your pardon. Driving from right to left. 14 apiece. 4:54 to play, second quarter. Nelson in the backfield, this time alongside Gordon, left of him in the shotgun. Handoff. And nothing doing that time. It'll be a loss of 2 yards. Tried to go off tackle, some power action from the LaSalle offensive line, and Paramus Catholic now getting those athletes downfield into the backfield. It's a big third down and about 3. Line to gain at the 43-yard line, 4:35 and ticking in the second quarter, all tied at 14. Jaden Carrion, very impressive young man, made the tackle. He had 3 sacks in the state final last year, and certainly, coaching staff talks about him as the leader of this defense.
Short yardage situation here for LaSalle. Obviously, can run it if they choose so, but Ozzie Nelson starts out wide. Have had some success with that with these quick outs.
I think they're going to bring him in motion, and they start to. Takes the snap, quick throw to the sideline, caught, and makes one miss. Jordan Reed across the 50 to the 45. Twisted down at the 45-yard line. They'll mark him there. That's a big third down, 18-yard throw and catch on 3rd and 3.
Yeah, just good job finding what I assume was a soft spot in the zone there, Bob?
Yep, think so, absolutely. Ran one guy deep, curled Reed, good throw and catch. Ball now on the 45-yard line on the other side of midfield, on the Paramus side of midfield. LaSalle in white, Paramus in black on a picturesque evening at the shore. Clock stopped with 3 minutes and 48 seconds to play in a tie ball game here in the second quarter. Gordon drops straight back, now steps up. Good looking ball, has a man, and Hopkins could not bring it in. It's terrific coverage on the outside. Second down and 10 coming up.
Looked at that ball, came out just a little bit underthrown. Might have slipped from his hand just a touch. But, you know, you find Trey Hopkins on the outside one-on-one, certainly give him the option to go up and get it. It did hit him in the hands.
Matthias Belgrave looked to be the defensive back in there on coverage. Nearly similar spot on the field where Hopkins made a great defensive play in the first quarter. This time he was the intended receiver, and Belgrave, phenomenal play on the defensive side of the ball. Hopkins is off the field, as it turns out right now, taking a blow.
Two-way player. I assume he's not going to play full-time on both ends.
Second down and 10. They'll throw a quick screen, caught by Larry Brown. And Brown has no blocking. It does not matter. He got hit at the 47-yard line. Now he's down at the 40. He didn't have a single explorer pushing him either. I don't know that's exactly the way LaSalle drew it up, but 6'6", 230. Just get the big man downhill.
Yeah, he took 4 Paramus Catholic defenders with him, falling forward for a game that looked like it was dead in the water at the line of scrimmage.
3 minutes, 13 seconds to play. Second quarter action. 14 apiece. LaSalle at the Paramus 40-yard line. Line to gain is just inside the 35. Probably 2 snaps to get it there.
Bryce Hand now in the backfield for the Explorers.
Yeah, it's a timeout there called by LaSalle. There was ongoing communication between Josh Simmons, Luke Gordon, and Lucas Ferriola. So a timeout on the field. Pep Band is back. Got to give a big shout out to the LaSalle Pep Band, the best pep band in the land. And we want to tell you about a new sponsor. Folks, if you're already thinking about your 2027 travel plans, stop the endless online searches, AI suggestions, and review after review. Instead, meet Travelox, a LaSalle parent since 2015 and mom of 3 LaSalle boys. Colleen Cyberluck has been helping families travel the world for more than a decade. Explorers need to explore. I got to tell you, I like that one, Carter, a lot. Travelux will build the perfect trip for you without the stress, without the guesswork, and without spending your nights buried in browser tabs. From European getaways and beach resorts to cruises and African safaris, Travelux takes the planning off your plate so you can focus on the adventure. Ready to start planning? Email Colleen at colleen.cyberluck@mytravelux.com. Scan the QR code right here to follow them on Instagram. Ease, luxury, and expertise. That's Travelux. 4 down territory. Ball on the 40-yard line of Paramus. It's 3rd down. 2:49 to play. Second quarter, LaSalle moving from right to left. It's an empty gun. Gordon steps up and he tripped. Just kind of caught his cleat in the turf. And it'll be 4th down, and I do believe they're probably going to look to punt the football now. It'll be 4th down and 10. Maybe not. I don't know. Lawfer looks ready to go. Paramus calls timeout. I don't blame them.
Just right in that in-between spot. I mean, if you were probably at the 4th and 5 situation, certainly I think you would more likely than go with it. It looks like they will send out the punt team here.
Portion of today's game is brought to you by E&M Insurance, an independent local insurance agency serving the area's business and personal insurance needs. Owned and operated by Chris Moore, class of 1989, a parent of Brendan from 2018 class and Ryan from the class of 2020. E&M Insurance has been servicing the Delaware Valley's insurance needs since 1988. Built on the principles of providing superior customer service and quality insurance solutions for their customers. They're an independent agent, meaning they work with a select group of highly rated insurance companies that have proven their performance over the years. For the many people in the LaSalle community looking for better insurance solutions, contact E&M Insurance at eandminsurance.com or call them at 215-368-9555. They will send the punt unit out. Lawfer with his heels at his own 41-yard line. High snap, brings it down. A short punt with a lot of hang time. Paramus Catholic gets away, and it takes a bounce in the wrong direction. Fielded at a good spot right at the 25-yard line before it could really back up too far. And with 2 minutes and 33 seconds to play in the second quarter, Paramus has the opportunity to take its first lead of the night, 75 yards from the end zone.
Yeah, big moment here for the LaSalle defense. Hopefully you can force a 4th and out, give LaSalle offense one more opportunity. Hopefully Paramus Catholic will get the ball out of the half,
That's
too.
right, 2-for-1 opportunity here for the Paladins, which is one of the great nicknames across high school sports. Hand off to Oda. He lost the football. Who's going to come up with it? LaSalle thinks they have it. A big pile up, and it is 2nd down. Oda got on top of the football. And now does LaSalle think about calling timeouts? They have 2 remaining.
Man, these Paramus Catholic, some self-inflicted mishaps putting behind the sticks has resulted in them turning the ball, giving the ball back to LaSalle early on.
Yeah.
Avoided that on those last couple of drives.
The run-pass option, though, opens that up a little bit more, especially when apparently it's been a quarterback competition in camp, and you don't get every last rep between Snee and Oda. Snee rolls, fires, and nobody there. He was lucky to avoid a sack as LaSalle had Kyrie Mitchell, Bobby Gallo in the backfield.
Had him briefly wrapped up, just couldn't come away with him. Snee, so it's a very strong lower half. It'd be tough to take down.
My apologies there, by the way. Rocco Gallo. Also see some of Bobby Gaffney come off the edge. 44 and 45. Both of them on the field at the same time right this instant. 3rd down and 13. Ball at the 21-yard line. Line to gain is about the 33. On the Paladin side of the field, 1:47 to go. 2 timeouts remain for LaSalle. LaSalle keeping a second safety high, and a whistle is blown. Timeout called by LaSalle. there was a little bit of confusion there, guys, out there on the field, so a good decision, a good time frame to call that timeout.
And such an important third down here. If they get the stop, they likely get the ball back with some time and a chance to score. I like the call of, calling a timeout, just get yourselves together and don't let up a big play on a really crucial snap.
Quick timeout. We'll be right back.
The Adams Group are Philadelphia realtors with LaSallian roots. Keith Adams, class of '98, and Sean Adams, class of 2004, have over 30 years of combined experience selling homes in the area. Their goal is always to make the home buying and selling process as easy as possible for their clients. Reach out to Keith and Sean anytime.
Back here is on third down. Oda takes the snap. He's going to get to the sideline. He's going to go down the sideline, and he is going to score on 3rd and 13. He's going to go 79 yards for a touchdown run.
Broke a couple LaSalle tackles on his way to the outside there. Just really tough to let that up on 3rd and long.
Yeah, so much for not letting up a big play there.
That's about a 70-yard scamper for number 2,
So now 20-14, 1:32 to play, second quarter. 20 straight points for Paramus Catholic. There was that 10.6 high 100-meter speed.
It's gone! With 1:32 left to play in the first half of the score. Paramus Catholic Paladins 21.
Jones puts it through, and it is now 21-14 with 1 minute and 32 seconds to play. Paramus Catholic will get the football to start the second half as well. So big opportunity here for LaSalle. Try to grab some momentum and get back into this football game.
Minute and a half left to go in this first half. Likely in a more passing situation, only one timeout left for the Explorers. They've had their success on the ground so far. They put the ball in Luke Gordon's hands. Put a little 2-minute action, a little 2-minute drill to end the half.
It'll be Harry Jones to kick this one away.
See if they go with the pooch kick again here, Bob. Give them a shorter field to work with. Or will they kick it deep? It looks like he's lined up for a shorter pooch. We'll see what they end up doing.
Yeah, and they actually pulled Larry Brown off the field at the last minute to put Jordan Reed, number 7, in at the exact spot where that short kick has been sent the last few times. And so this time Jones will pound this one towards the end zone. Caught at the 1, and they'll take it out to the 10, to the 20, out to the 25-yard line. A flag does come in as he scoots out of bounds at the 32, and that will make this drive even tougher in this condensed period of time. 1:24 to play, and this will be 10 yards from the spot, which was somewhere around the 20-yard line.
One thing about Jeray Dowds, he just keeps going.
It'll be a long field here for LaSalle. The holding called against the receiving team, LaSalle, in the white. And I got to tell you, 2 timeouts left for Paramus Catholic. You got to be careful about how you manage this situation. I don't know if you open it up right now, knowing that 1 incompletion means that Paramus Catholic could get off the field in 3 downs and get the football left with more than a minute to go. 4 wide, 10 personnel. They'll throw a quick screen. It is caught, gain of maybe 2 yards. Just kind of fired forward there and dove at about the 16-yard line. Second down, and that clock will tick for the time being. Hopkins made the catch. It is no huddle. I don't know that LaSalle needs to snap this football right away, but they will. Play action. Gordon Fires towards the sideline, just over the outstretched arm, past the outstretched arm of Jordan Reed. A bit inaccurate on that throw as he rolled to his left. That's not his strong side. That is a challenging square the shoulders, find the spot there.
And you mentioned it, Bob. Now they're in a tough situation here, 3rd and long, inside their own 20-yard line here. Paramus Catholic 2 timeouts. Critical situation here for the Explorers.
Luke Gordon takes the call from the sideline. And they break the huddle. 1 in the backfield. And that's Ozzie Nelson. Gordon over the middle, incomplete. Larry Brown was pulled out from behind. It would have been a really tough play, and I think probably not a flag there. Not a half-hearted complete from the sideline, but Matthias Belgrave really good in coverage on the much larger Larry Brown.
Just ball slightly underthrown at Larry Brown's feet. They would have had to go down and get it. But Explorers bring out the punt team. 49 seconds left for Paramus Catholic to work with here, Bob. I mean,
2 timeouts.
Haven't seen a strong boot out of the LaSalle punter just yet. They're going to get really good field position here right before the half.
Yeah, heels for the returner at his own fill at the 50-yard line. It's a decent punt, angle towards the sideline, and takes a LaSalle hop, but out of bounds. It'll be on the LaSalle side of midfield. Marked at the 48-yard line. 40 seconds to play. Paramus will drive from left to right. It's a 21-14 lead for Paramus Catholic, the state runners-up from New Jersey.
First and 10, Paramus Catholic will take over at the LaSalle 47.
Chu Oda took it 79 yards last time he touched the football. Play action. Snee. It's a wheel route for Oda. And he's pulled out, and there has to be a flag there. That is
interesting.
Unbelievable not to see a flag there. He can't believe it. I can't either. LaSalle got away with one there. Really nothing else to do but grab him there because he had him beat. It was a great play call. It was well blocked, Carter, to let that play develop slowly, and it was 6. If that LaSalle defender didn't just reach out and take him off the ball.
Yeah, I can only assume the ref had a slight blind spot there, seeing it from the top angle and not the bottom.
It's Jared Dial, number 5. Listen, that's a tough cover for a linebacker, a box linebacker against Chu Oda. 2nd down. They'll go to Oda on the ground.
Yeah, why not?
Shifty out to the 41-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on 2nd down. Timeout quickly called with 24 seconds left. 4 down territory here for the Paladins of Paramus Catholic. The real question is, will they run out of time? Will they have to open it up here on 3rd down? Chance to play America's favorite game. Where are you at? Let us know where you are listening to the game from here today, and we'll give you a shout out on the air. You can tweet at us at Bob Long Sports. I'm sure these guys can tell me maybe how to check my Instagram messages, but yeah. Instagram us, tweet us, text me. Let us know where you're listening to the game from.
Bob, would not be surprised to see Paramus Catholic potentially take a shot here, 3rd and about 5-6 yards, with on the other side of Explorers territory here.
3rd down and 5. Snee has to avoid a lot of pressure. Now takes off to the sideline and trips and falls at the 50. It'll be a loss of 8 yards. Coverage sack there.
And I believe that'll take us to the half, potentially.
Well, why don't you just call a timeout if you're Paramus Catholic? 11 seconds left. The clock is stopped for the time being. Perhaps it was for a flag that I don't see.
4th down.
No flag. 4th down. 11 seconds to go. He absolutely fell in bounds, and there was no timeout granted.
Paramus looks to be keeping the offense out there here, Bob. Yeah. Do you see a Walker Snee take the snap and just start
why not
start running backwards?
Take one shot.
Take a shot.
Play action. Snee. Snee avoids one. Snee gets to the sideline. Going to get out of bounds with 2 seconds left. Inside the 40-yard line, it is beg your pardon, to the 30. It's a 1st down and a gain of about 17 yards. And so will you try Harry Jones? Now the clock has moved to 0, but I saw that clock. Saw him go out of bounds, then I turned
2 seconds
and saw 2 seconds, and they put it back. So can Harry Jones, with that big leg, certainly punting the football, can he kick it from what would be 47 yards?
Bob, a few of the PATs have been a little bit close, low to the ground, almost blocked by LaSalle, so maybe they can get a little push up front and get a hand on it.
Also, this happened just recently, and thanks to Bill Wasilenko for sending this to all the folks in the LaSalle community. Sad day, just about a week or two ago. Moose O'Neill, class of 1995, a star lineman for LaSalle in the 1993 and 1994 seasons, passed away recently. Played at IUP when they were really, really good back in the day, and just one of the best. Everyone loved Moose, big part of the LaSalle football program. That's a big loss.
Just, Paramus Catholic keeps the offense on the floor. 2 seconds left.
Yeah, 2 seconds left. 30 yards out. LaSalle plays 2 safeties deep. Walker Snee stands in and rolls right. This will be the last play of the half. Comes right to the line of scrimmage. He's going to now scramble backwards. He now comes left to the 45, directing traffic, unloads towards the end zone, and nobody there.
It was an entertaining 2 seconds, Bob.
It sure was. Snee is super athletic, able to create lots of time in the pocket, and gave it a shot as we head to half. 14-0 start for LaSalle, 21-0 finish to the half for Paramus Catholic. We got a good one here, guys. Quick thoughts on the first half that was.
Yeah, no, I think a really good start by LaSalle, but then a few mistakes kind of helped Paramus Catholic not just get back in the game, but take a lead. But I've been really impressed by Walker Snee so far. His athletic ability has really stood out to me.
And then for the LaSalle side, Luke Gordon obviously getting his feet wet here. If he just continues to look downfield and be confident in his throws to Trey Hopkins, Jordan Reed, among others, I think LaSalle should be fine and maybe make a comeback here in the second half.
Yeah, look for that on the defensive end side for LaSalle, regroup at the half, figure out a way to contain Snee, and his legs has had such a big impact on this game early on with him and Uda in the backfield. Just a really, really strong 1-2 combo for Paramus Catholic.
It's been a good one here so far, folks. Really enjoying the time with y'all. Stay with us, and we'll be right back with more LaSalle action, audio only, on Bob Lung Sports.
We're here to show you a better way to spend your state income taxes and get the money to where it's needed to most to the thousands of qualified kids.
What we like about Blocks is they really know where the need is.
This program ensures that their dollars come 100% into these kids for their tuition assistance.
If you are able, Blocks makes the EITC piece go very quickly and very smoothly.
Turn your PA State tax liability into need-based scholarships and receive a 90% tax credit.
Dunphy Ford is Mayfair's neighborhood Ford store.
Nobody knows your neighborhood like Dunphy Ford.
Nearly 40 years.
Right here on Frankfort Avenue.
Generation after generation. Our neighbors continue to be our customers. We access to the cars and trucks you want with financing you need.
Dumpy Ford is Northeast Philly's first choice for America's #1 brand. 7700 Frankfurt Avenue in Mayfair. Online at www.dumpyford.com.
Come experience the Dumpy difference. You'll be glad you did.
My name is Patrick Donahue, a franchise consultant with FranChoice, the premier network of franchise consultants in America. FranChoice is a company that helps people find a franchise business that's the perfect fit for them. We work with the people who want to own a business but don't really know how to find one that's both a top-notch opportunity and a great match. We specialize in franchise opportunities with the following 3 characteristics: low investment, high margin, and rapid break-evens. And the right way to find those opportunities is to spend some time with the people who work with the very best franchise companies looking to expand in your local area. The best thing about our service is that it's free to the public. We're paid by franchise companies for this service. I'm humbled by your consideration, and I look forward to speaking with you soon.
They said it couldn't be done, but somehow CCM was able to close this home in just 21 days. Carl, how'd you pull this off?
Oh, hard work, dedication, grinding.
Were you ever worried?
We in deep in the second bedroom, inspection issues, but we regrouped. Knew there was still a lot in play.
Well, I'm sure the Franklins were pleasantly surprised.
We got a good organization here. A lot to look forward to.
Good luck with the next close. And there you have it. Cross Country Mortgage is dedicated to getting it done.
So, it's time for your business to renew your lease. Or perhaps you're right-sizing or relocating. This can be an exciting time, but it's also a major project to undertake. You know you need an expert on your side from start to finish. What if this expert had no conflicts of interest, no landlords to answer to, and a fiduciary responsibility to work solely in your best interest? Someone who knows the questions to ask, the levers to pull, the pitfalls to avoid. Enter the experts at Gola Corporate Real Estate. They've seen it all over the course of thousands of transactions in dozens of industries. Philadelphia-based with a national presence. Get to know Gola. Gola gets it.
When your car needs repairs and you can't wait, Meineke can help. With life's crazy schedule between work and family, you'll love Meineke's same-day service. Call today and Meineke will get your car in today. For new brakes, exhaust repairs, or your check engine light comes on, trust Meineke to do the job right. And families have been coming to Meineke for years because Meineke works on any make or model vehicle. Same-day service, value, and trust. Meineke, doing car care right.
Be a part of the biggest live events. The must-see matches.
He scored!
The game day celebrations. Experience live sports and entertainment the way they're meant to be seen. With Joe Hand Promotions, the global leader of live entertainment for bars, restaurants, and cinemas. Create unforgettable moments that fans won't want to miss. Keep the food and drinks flowing with watch parties that will bring customers in the door and expand dwell time. And watch as these visitors turn into loyal customers with exclusive content relationships with the nation's largest sports and entertainment providers.
The all-new Infiniti QX80 has redefined what a luxury SUV should be. A V6 twin turbocharged engine, available 64-color personalized ambient lighting and 24-speaker sound system, biometric cooling, Pro Pilot Assist, and so much more. Experience the Infiniti QX80 today at Faulkner Infiniti of Willow Grove and redefine your luxury expectations. To be sure.
At Burns Design Group, our passion for visual and literary design forges powerful, lasting brands, from nonprofits and small businesses to Fortune 500 companies. We create and refresh brands from the ground up and inside out. We transform culture. We drive growth, profitability, and market leadership. We are a group of hands-on veterans who hold more than 150 years of brand strategy and design experience. Burns Design Group. What's next? By design.
The Adams Group are Philadelphia realtors with LaSallian roots. Keith Adams, class of '98, and Sean Adams, class of 2004, have over 30 years of combined experience selling homes in the area. Their goal is always to make the home buying and selling process as easy as possible for their clients. Reach out to Keith and Sean anytime.
Folks, it is halftime here at Ocean City, New Jersey High School. Bob Long, along with Carter Philman, Pat Burkhead, Jack McGuire. We got Jack Burns helping us out as well. Always great to have everybody in the booth with us here. Quick programming note. Yes, this is an audio-only broadcast per the direction and instruction of the Battle at the Beach organizers. I do want to thank them, though, sincerely for giving us the opportunity to do the broadcast at all. And it's great to be here with all of you. I do not anticipate, however, that audio only will be an issue for any other game going forward. In fact, LaSalle will be back at the beach next weekend as they take on Malvern Prep at 5 o'clock on Friday night. That's their normal Friday evening slot on Labor Day weekend. Cannot wait for that game as well. That is always a terrific rivalry. Dave Guerrera does a great job with that club. So we'll be there with you all for that game. After that, LaSalle will travel to Archbishop Wood High School, play that game at William Tennant at 1 o'clock on Saturday, the 12th. Week after that, Calvert Hall down in Baltimore. And the weekend following that is one of the great games every year, at least in recent years, Salesianum. LaSalle will go to Salesianum on a Friday night, the 25th of September. And then LaSalle will get officially into Catholic League Red Division play. Perhaps a little bit of a cocktail party quizzo type situation. If you think about that Archbishop Wood game, believe it or not, that is not a league game. Yes, Archbishop Wood is in the Catholic League and quite the rival in basketball and other sports, baseball, etc. for LaSalle. But Archbishop Wood is in the Blue Division, and so that is technically a non-league game in mid-September. So October 3rd, LaSalle will host Father Judge, and then the St. Joe's Prep game the next weekend, Roman Catholic weekend following that. That's quite the gauntlet there with St. Joe's Prep and Roman Catholic in succession. So let's look forward here for LaSalle football as the halftime clock continues to wind down. Thanks for being with us, everybody. Thanks for your patience as this game got started an hour and 15 minutes after initially scheduled. And again, appreciate everybody's patience in hanging with us on an audio-only format. Again, we don't love when it has to be audio-only, but we're extremely appreciative of the organizers who have their own pay-per-view option here tonight that allowed us to do this. So we're excited to get back to our bread and butter, which is bringing you high-quality video content and live coverage of LaSalle and Philadelphia Catholic League sports. Stay with us, folks, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. The second half will be here before you know it. Paramus Catholic 21 and LaSalle 14. The Paladins of Paramus Catholic will get the football to start the second half.
We're here to show you a better way to spend your state income taxes and get the money to where it's needed to most to the thousands of qualified kids.
What we like about Blocks is they really know where the need is.
This program ensures that their dollars come 100% into these kids for their tuition assistance.
If you are able, Blocks makes the EITC piece go very quickly and very smoothly.
Turn your PA state tax liability into need-based scholarships and receive a 90% tax credit.
Dunphy Ford is Mayfair's neighborhood Ford store.
Nobody knows your neighborhood like Dunphy Ford.
Nearly 40 years.
Right here on Frankfurt Avenue.
Generation after generation, our neighbors continue to be our customers. We have access to the cars and trucks you want with financing you need.
Dunphy Ford is Northeast Philly's first choice for America's #1 brand. 7700 Frankfurt Avenue in Mayfair. Online at www.dunphyford.com.
Come experience the Dunphy difference. You'll be glad you did.
My name is Patrick Donahue, a franchise consultant with FranChoice, the premier network of franchise consultants in America. FranChoice is a company that helps people find a franchise business that's the perfect fit for them. We work with the people who want to own a business but don't really know how to find one that's both a top-notch opportunity and a great match. We specialize in franchise opportunities with the following 3 characteristics: low investment, high margin, and rapid break-evens. And the right way to find those opportunities is to spend some time with the people who work with the very best franchise companies looking to expand in your local area. The best thing about our service is that it's free to the public. We're paid by franchise companies for this service. I'm humbled by your consideration, and I look forward to speaking with you soon.
They said it couldn't be done, but somehow CCM was able to close this home in just 21 days. Carl, how'd you pull this off?
Oh, hard work, dedication, grinding.
Were you ever worried?
Well, you know, Chloe, they pinned us in deep in the second bedroom, inspection issues, but we regrouped. Knew there was still a lot in play.
Well, I'm sure the Franklins were pleasantly surprised.
We got a good organization here. A lot to look forward to.
Good luck with the next close. And there you have it. Cross Country Mortgage is dedicated to getting it done.
So, it's time for your business to renew your lease. Or perhaps you're right-sizing or relocating. This can be an exciting time, but it's also a major project to undertake. You know you need an expert on your side from start to finish. What if this expert had no conflicts of interest, no landlords to answer to, and a fiduciary responsibility to work solely in your best interest? Someone who knows the questions to ask, the levers to pull, the pitfalls to avoid. Enter the experts at Gola Corporate Real Estate. They've seen it all over the course of thousands of transactions in dozens of industries. Philadelphia-based with a national presence. Get to know Gola. Gola gets it.
When your car needs repairs and you can't wait, Meineke can help. With life's crazy schedule between work and family, you'll love Meineke's same-day service. Call today and Meineke will get your car in today. For new brakes, exhaust repairs, or your check engine light comes on, trust Meineke to do the job right. And families have been coming to Meineke for years because Meineke works on any make or model vehicle. Same-day service, value, and trust. Meineke, doing car care right.
Be a part of the biggest live events. The must-see matches.
He scored!
The game day celebrations. Experience live sports and entertainment the way they're meant to be seen. With Joe Hand Promotions, the global leader of live entertainment for bars, restaurants, and cinemas. Create unforgettable moments that fans won't want to miss. Keep the food and drinks flowing with watch parties that will bring customers in the door and expand dwell time. And watch as these visitors turn into loyal customers with exclusive content relationships with the nation's largest sports and entertainment providers.
Adams Group are Philadelphia realtors with Lasallian roots. Keith Adams, class of '98, and Sean Adams, class of 2004, have over 30 years of combined experience selling homes in the area. Their goal is always to make the home buying and selling process as easy as possible for their clients. Reach out to Keith and Sean anytime.
The all-new Infiniti QX80 has redefined what a luxury SUV should be. A V6 twin turbocharged engine, available 64-color personalized ambient lighting and 24-speaker sound system, biometric cooling, Pro Pilot Assist, and so much more. Experience the Infiniti QX80 today at Faulkner Infiniti of Willow Grove and redefine your luxury expectations. To be sure.
At Burns Design Group, our passion for visual and literary design forges powerful, lasting brands, from nonprofits and small businesses to Fortune 500 companies. We create and refresh brands from the ground up and inside out. We transform culture. We drive growth, profitability, and market leadership. We are a group of hands-on veterans who hold more than 150 years of brand strategy and design experience. Burns Design Group. What's next? By design.
A tale of two quarters here from Ocean City, New Jersey High School, and we're getting ready to begin the third. Bob Long, Carter Philman, we have Pat Burkhead, Jack McGuire alongside Jack Burns helping us up in the booth as well. Thrilled to have everybody with us here on a Friday evening, week 0 in the high school football season. I tell you, when the calendar, Carter, turns to August 1st, I don't know about you, but for me, it just starts feeling like football. And here we are, August 28th. The football season is upon us. Two of the best in either state, New Jersey or Pennsylvania, going at it. This is the type of matchup that you drool over when that calendar turns to August.
Yeah, what a way to open the season for both of these teams. I mean, heavyweight battle on both sides, so much talent on both ends of the field, and you're seeing them make an impact on the game on each side. Pat Burkhead, Jack McGuire with us here. Paramus Catholic leaning on Chu Oda, and certainly Walker Snee's been unbelievable as well. Challenging for LaSalle to cover all that space. How do they do it in the second half?
Yeah, I think they'll definitely have to make some adjustments. Someone's going to have to step up on this defensive side of the ball, whether it's, Caleb or Kyrie, breaking down that offensive line and stopping a big play before it can even happen, or a linebacker making a big play at the second level.
So teams are out on the field, ready to go. LaSalle will kick this one away from left to right as we see it. Jackson Laufer will kick it away. And a driving low kick forces Nakai Martin into the end zone for a touchback. Walker Snee comes back onto the field, as does that LaSalle defense.
And Snee and Odo have been so impressive, but Nakai Martin is a real weapon on the offensive end for Paramus Catholic. If they can find him in the passing game, he can be a really big threat as well.
I'm impressed by a couple of juniors on the offensive line as well for Paramus Catholic. Number 54, Spencer LaFon. Number 70, Ryan Rosario, a D1 type player. In time, just as a junior. Shotgun formation for Walker Snee. He's got Chu Oda next to him, and he will fake and head right. He's got a lane on the outside. Really good play by LaSalle. The helmet popped off as he got popped out of bounds at about the 25-yard line or so. They might even give him a 4-yard gain, back it up 1. Jeray Dial in there on the initial hit. 2nd down and 6. First play of the second half. Paramus Catholic 21, LaSalle 14.
Paramus Catholic finding a lot of success bouncing these runs out to the outside, away from the interior defensive line of LaSalle.
When you get your helmet ripped off, don't you have to sit out a play, Bob?
It looks like 15 is
yeah, so you're right. Rowan Martin is in there. He is a left-handed thrower, and he will roll to his strong side and throw a good one, but it was dropped. Josh Simmons was in there on coverage. Intended target was Camerson Thomas. 3rd down and 7.
Likely not seeing as much Rowan Martin as he expected.
Yeah, that's the only snap, and
yeah,
he's
already off the field.
Wow. Hard to lose your job in the offseason when you took over in week 3 after a difficult start to the season and take your team to a state final. But it appears that for the near term, that is what has happened.
Actually, just came back on the field, back into the huddle.
There you go. Okay. That is interesting. So he subs off and he subs back on, all in the same play clock. Pistol look as Chiuota is right behind him. Fakes the give, throws, and it is going to be caught. Good move, 1st down and more across the 35-yard line. Good throw and catch. Anthony Lopez, class of 27, makes the catch, and it's a 1st down. And now he's off the field, Martin. So 2 for 2 throwing the football. Thank you very much. Here's Walker Snee. 1st down and 10. Ball at the Paramus 37-yard line. 11:37 to play, 3rd quarter. He'll hand that one off on a jet sweep. Zyke Scott comes up and makes the play. 1.5 yards in the backfield. Nakai Martin tried to put his foot in the, beg your pardon, that was Anthony Lopez trying to put his foot in the ground and get upfield. And Zyke Scott, very, very tough, makes a big-time play. 36-yard line now is where the ball lies. 2nd and 11, 11:10 to play, 3rd quarter. Paramus Catholic 21, LaSalle 14.
Zyke Scott, UNC commit for next year. Obviously missed due to the transfer rules, sat out the whole entire state playoffs, where he's itching to get back into that race.
Line to gain is the 47 of Paramus Catholic. Snee drops straight back and fires over the middle. It's caught. Hard to cover for that long, and he finds his target, Yazir Sylvester, the senior wide receiver, at the 49-yard line is where he's taken down, the 49 of LaSalle. That is a 15-yard throw and catch for a 1st down.
Kind of going back to the up-tempo we saw early in that 1st half.
LaSalle could not get a substitution in. Handoff to Oda. Oda hit and bustles forward. That's another gain of 7 yards. He gets to about the 40. Big time run in between the tackle for Chiuota. 10:15 to play, 3rd quarter.
Major credit to Aiden Coleman, listed at 5'8" sophomore, coming up and making that big hit. Significant size disadvantage, but takes down in the open field.
LaSalle quickly ran off 2 substitutes. Paladins looked to go quickly and then halted the snap and looked to the sideline. Oda bounces, gets upfield, makes one miss inside the 30, taken down at the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 15 yards, where it looked like LaSalle had him bottled up and the edges sealed, but he can just bounce left, right, and then hit the go switch at any point.
Yeah, I'm sure that has to be so frustrating for LaSalle defense. You have him seemingly bottled up, but man, he's just so explosive, so powerful. Burst through the line.
Sideline warning called against LaSalle. Well, that's one way to slow him down. Should be just a warning.
Everyone on the LaSalle sideline looked at him like didn't even take a step back.
Yeah. Ball on the 25-yard line, 1st and 10. The Paladins driving in Explorer territory. 9:16 and ticking here in the 3rd quarter. 21-14, Paramus Catholic. Snee stays in the shotgun. Oda to his left, takes the give, made one miss. Oda gets downhill. Oda needs to make one more miss, and he does. He's in for the touchdown. Oda, 25 yards off tackle. 27-14, Paramus Catholic.
Opportunity for a couple Explorers to take him down. Jai Walter briefly in the backfield. Oda quickly steps around and beats the final defender to the end zone. Second touchdown of the day for Oda, to believe it, Bob. You can see why he is a Penn State commit. He is showing off that talent here.
79 yards, and that time 25 yards. Home run hitter Chu Oda. Harry Jones stands over. It's a bad snap. Got it down well, and he made the extra point. Fury Diaz Rinaldi. Yes, we're going to give the holder some love here on the broadcast. Got the high snap. Somehow got it down. Jones trusted him, did not break stride. Nothing to it. 28-14. It's a 28-0 run for Paramus Catholic.
And Bob, to your point, you never know where a holder can go because Luke Gordon was holding kicks last year and is now starting quarterback of the LaSalle team. So never underestimate the holder.
There you go. Diaz Rinaldi in a specific situation listed as a wide receiver on the roster for Paramus Catholic. So some early adversity for the champs out of Pennsylvania last year. Have to replace a lot on the offensive side of the football. We mentioned Chima Auguste and Owen Johnson not available to play here tonight.
Even a lot seems like an understatement, Bob. You know, 2 Notre Dame commits, so Grayson McHugh, Gavin Sidwar, Power 5 quarterback.
Larry Brown again with a fair catch, this time at about the 28-yard line. So a little bit of gut check time here for LaSalle.
Still plenty of game left here. You don't have to feel the need to pass the ball here. Can continue to lean on Ozzie Nelson, your run game, where you had success in that first half.
First to 10 for LaSalle, Grove 30.
LaSalle breaks the huddle. Ball spotted at the 30. Driving from left to right as we see it. Jordan Reed split out wide. Larry Brown lined up in the slot at the tight end position. Handoff. Ozzie Nelson slips and falls. It was really good job there, but coming up really lame. That does not look good at all. Oh my goodness gracious.
I think it's just a shoe fell off there, Bob.
Okay, Rashawn Mangan. Okay, good. Thought his ankle was turned the wrong direction. And then he just stomped it on the ground and everything looked okay. I don't know. Wasn't sure that was the way to handle something like that, so you're right. Just a little flat tire for Mangan. Flat tire, yes, but how about a TFL for Rashawn Mangan? It's the 3rd or 4th time we've said his name. He's been awesome. Santana Swittenberg lines up on the outside at wide receiver. 2nd down and 11. LaSalle goes 5 wide. Quickly, they'll throw the screen. Reed, and they're just having helmets fly to the football. He's going to get 3 or 4 yards, but 3rd down and a long 7 or so coming up. Ball spotted at the 30, call it the 32-yard line. Line to gain is the 39. 7:49 to play 3rd quarter. It's 28-14 Paramus Catholic.
Sal just hasn't had many opportunities to push the ball down the field. You wonder if that's, obviously Owen Johnson is that primary threat on the LaSalle team typically. Just a lot of passes behind the sticks, which they did have a lot of success with last year as well. New personnel, obviously, coming into this.
This is where Luke Gordon threw the interception earlier. Needed to get to the sticks. They went 5 wide. This time 10 personnel. Stands in. That one is intercepted. And the big man inside the 15 to the 10-yard line. Deflected in the backfield. And then Noah Abdullah Simpson, the big boy, brought it another 10 yards back, and they're inside the 15 with a chance to tack on more. Paramus Catholic in business.
Yeah, it looks like they just tried to set up that screen. Defenders collapsed on that very quickly on top of Luke Gordon. And the big body of Paramus Catholic 71 swatted that up in the air.
The flag was unsportsmanlike on Paramus Catholic.
There was a flag against Paramus Catholic for unsportsmanlike. That's per the public address announcer. I'll say this, I didn't see it, And I don't see them marking off the football, at least not at the moment.
Looks like it could have been a sideline warning from on Paramus Catholic as well. So one of the officials make the similar backup warning situation they gave LaSalle earlier.
First down from the 12-yard line. Snee goes up the middle. Snee is going to score. Fakes the handoff again on the run-pass option, reads the eyes of the defensive end, and knifes up the middle for 6. Walker Snee scores again, this time from 12 yards out, and it's 34-14 Paramus Catholic. 34 straight points for the Paladins.
Yeah, just continuing to struggle reading that little option they run back there. Paramus Catholic finding a lot of success against his Explorers defense.
Paramus Catholic will line up for the point after touchdown.
What a turn. Explorers up 14-0 early. Felt like they had a lot of momentum.
Harry Jones 5 for 5 on the evening. This portion of today's game brought to you by Joe O'Brien Roofing and Siding. Joe does a great job for his customers, full-service roofing company. You can put siding on your house as well, gutter work, patchwork, you name it. Joe, I might be calling you as well. We got some high gutter issues, and that rain the other night did not help. Quite frankly, it revealed the issue. So perhaps you had some issue in the last rainstorm. Make sure you call Joe O'Brien at 215-651-1291. JO'Brien3B at gmail.com. Hope that Joe is doing well, and certainly hope that his son Joey, former star at LaSalle High School, is doing great out at Notre Dame.
It's all coming up tomorrow right here again at Kearney Stadium here in Ocean City.
Also want to thank CJO Snow for their sponsorship of us this year. And that's our old buddy Chad Ormond, who had sponsored us for a few years back when they were doing some tree work as well as the snow work. Now they are dialed in on the snow management and ice management. Commercial and industrial snow and ice management, great for parking lots, walkways, commercial businesses, apartment complexes, and much more. Call Chad Ormond at 215-783-8522 or email him at chad@cjosnow.com. There is an injury timeout on the field for the time being. And it is Josh Simmons, number 8, being helped off the field with the assistance of trainer Dave Crow. A terrific player, playing both ways. Hope that he'll be able to get back onto the field very quickly. Paramus Catholic will kick this one away from right to left as we see it. 7:01 to play, third quarter, 35-14, Paramus Catholic. And certainly it was early, Carter, but I think back to that moment where Paramus Catholic punted it away to LaSalle. LaSalle had scored 2 touchdowns. They got the ball for the 3rd time, and you thought, wow, Paramus has got to find a way to get a stop or this could get ugly. They got the interception. They scored a long touchdown, scored another long touchdown, and 5 touchdowns later, they're in complete control. 2 big turnovers from Luke Gordon. And it just feels like Paramus is flying around defensively.
Yeah, absolutely. Not sure how much experience Paramus Catholic returns compared to their team last year. Obviously, the 2, we've mentioned a few names who've made an impact in that state championship. A lot of turnover on the LaSalle end, obviously. On the skill possession side, obviously, Ozzie Nelson returning in the backfield, which is so big. But on the outside, you're looking at Owen Johnson, who's not available today. And LaSalle relying on mostly sophomores and 1 junior to make an impact on the outside. A really tough first game situation for Luke Gordon, and it looks like we have a change at quarterback, Bob, or?
It's a direct snap, and it's a good move there. How about Ozzie Nelson rumbling past the 50-yard line to the 47-yard line of Paramus Catholic. Give him 23 yards and a first down. J.D. Lipsky just checked into the game, number 17. Luke Gordon back out there on the field. That was good, though. Good opportunity and a good job catching Paramus Catholic a little off guard by throwing 2 runners in the backfield. .6:04 to play. LaSalle now on the Paramus Catholic side of midfield. Handoff again. Ozzie Nelson across the 45, hit at the 44 and dropped at the 43-yard line, gain of 4 yards. Went off tackle. Second down coming up. Larry Brown checks into the game. You kind of know when Larry Brown's coming onto the field. Again, looks the part. 6'6", every bit of it. 230-plus pounds. Evan Pettin, the fullback, comes off the field in Brown's place. Still time here, certainly, for LaSalle. If they can find a way to punch one in here, they're still going to need to find a way to stop Paramus Catholic. That's been a big problem. But starts with a score here if you're LaSalle. 2nd and 6. Driving from left to right. And nowhere to go that time. The same play going off tackle. He's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Hit in the backfield and falling forward was Ozzie Nelson. And Paramus Catholic starting to anticipate that snap a little bit, Carter.
Yeah, bodies flying in the backfield and not in the way the Explorers want to see.
3rd down, 6 yards to go. 4 down territory without question here. Subject to a massive loss or something like that. You're looking at 2 downs for LaSalle to get to the 37-yard line of Paramus Catholic. 4:25, clock ticking here in the 3rd quarter. It's a 35-14 lead for Paramus Catholic. LaSalle in the white, Paramus Catholic in the black. Luke Gordon in the shotgun. He's got Ozzie Nelson to his left. 3 wide to the near side of the field. Takes the snap. Steps up in the pocket. He'll take off with it. And he is hammered. The ball came loose. And Paramus Catholic thought they had it. Nope, 4th down. He got absolutely crunched.
Big hit there. There he is again, Rashawn Mangon, Bob. Man, that's a really tough situation. Luke Trainer tucks it, runs up the middle.
4th down, Luke Gordon stays with the coaching staff on the near side of the field here near us and gets the play call. Not necessarily a must get, but boy, we're getting there. 35-14, Paramus Catholic. 4th down and 5, 3:15 to play 3rd quarter. Gordon stands back. Takes off, and that big man can run. Hammered out of bounds again. And it'll be a loss of about 5 yards. Jaden Carrion, that's at least his 2nd sack of the night, and it turns over LaSalle on downs.
LaSalle not finding much space to operate downfield. Paramus Catholic doing a really good job boxing up this Explorers wideout group.
You're not going to see many better defensive lines over the course of the year, and Luke Gordon has some athleticism, no question about it. He can run with the football a little bit, but breaking the pocket and going right. And you got defensive ends that can run as fast as Luke Gordon. It's a special group here for Paramus Catholic, no question. Snee hands off to Oda. And Oda this time is run backwards, got to the line of scrimmage, and that was it. Zyke Scott, among others, in there on the tackle. 2nd down and 10 coming up. 2:50 to play 3rd quarter. Paramus Catholic driving from their own 48, going from right to left. Paramus Catholic will break the huddle a little more slowly here. They've had some success up tempo, but in control with a 3-score lead. Low snap though, that's a problem. Walker Sneed just gets on the football. He slid down to capture it at the 32-yard line. That will be a loss of 15 yards. And it'll be 3rd down and about 25 yards. Need to get all the way to the LaSalle 41-yard line. Ball spotted on their own 32. Now here's a situation where a sophomore quarterback, you want him to not bite off more than he can chew if you're a Paramus Catholic fan. You have a 35-14 lead. You need to get 25 yards. You have a Penn State commit running back in the backfield, and you yourself can use your legs. Last thing you'd want to do is throw an interception over the middle. Sneak fires it over the middle. It is caught. Room to run, and back to the original line of scrimmage. Gain of 15 yards. Brought down on the play for LaSalle by number 21, Aiden Coleman, and it will be 4th down. I think you take the leg of Harry Jones. Looks to me as if punting is his forte compared to place kicking. But as of right this instant, they're gonna keep the punter on the field. Oda is out there in a blocking role. Something just to keep aware of if you're LaSalle, but it's snapped to Jones, and that one came off the side of his foot. It bounces at the 32, takes another bounce inside the 25, and rolls out of bounds at the 23-yard line. 47 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter. It's Paramus Catholic 35 and LaSalle 14.
Regardless of game situation there, good to see LaSalle defense get off of in 3 downs, regardless if it was mostly Paramus inflicted.
This portion of today's game brought to you by the Riley Rakowski and Malloy Funeral Home. Thanks to Andrew Buda Rakowski, former LaSalle student and proud alumnus, for enthusiastically supporting LaSalle Athletics and Bob Long Sports. That's the Riley Rakowski and Malloy Funeral Home. Wishing LaSalle football luck and success all year long. Gordon in the shotgun. Man in motion. Handoff. And Ozzie Nelson gets to the edge and is knocked out of bounds. A good run there on 1st down. Initial mark has it at about 9 yards on 1st and 10. Across the 30-yard line, 31 seconds and ticking here in the 3rd quarter. LaSalle does not need to snap it before the end of the 3rd quarter. I anticipate they will, as they're driving from left to right. Evan Pettin comes off the field. Couple of substitutions here for LaSalle. Santana Swittenberg. Beg your pardon, that might be Henry out wide as they hand it off to Ozzie Nelson. 1st down and a lot more. Ozzie Nelson out to the 50-yard line. High stepping, hurdling guys all the way out to the 50. It's a gain of 18 yards on 2nd and 1, and that will end the 3rd quarter. LaSalle has 12 minutes to look to mount a comeback here. Have the offense moving. Ozzie Nelson by far has been the best part of the Explorer offense here tonight. And as we head to the 3rd quarter break, I'll tell you about our good friends at E&M Insurance, an independent local insurance agency serving the area's business and personal insurance needs. Owned and operated by Chris Marr, class of 1989, and LaSalle parent of Brendan from the class of 2018 and Ryan from the class of 2020. E&M Insurance has been servicing the Delaware Valley's insurance needs since 1988, built on the principles of providing superior customer service and quality insurance solutions for their customers. They're an independent agent, meaning they work with a select group of highly rated insurance providers who have proven their performance over the years. They can help provide solutions for you or your business. Personal insurance on all levels, excelling at providing the best coverage at the best rates. For the many people in the LaSalle community looking for better insurance solutions, contact E&M Insurance at eandminsurance.com or call them at 215-368-9555. Fourth quarter, first down for LaSalle as they break the huddle from the 50. They'll drive from right to left here in this fourth quarter, dressed in white. Paramus Catholic, the runners up from the state of New Jersey last year, dressed in the black with a 35-14 lead over LaSalle. Ozzie Nelson in the backfield. Takes the give, breaks one tackle, got back to the original line of scrimmage. Brought down on the play by Xavier Weems, wearing that number 5 number. We talked about it earlier in the contest. Jabril Peppers, among others. Some tremendous players that came out of Paramus Catholic. That's a big deal that a sophomore linebacker has that number. It'll be second down and 10. Other NFL players, by the way, Rashawn Gary, Henry Pearson, and Christian Mahogany, along with Jabril Peppers. By the way, all 4 of those guys graduated between 2014 and 2017. Those are some pretty good teams.
Just would like to see the Explorers offense gain a little momentum late in this fourth quarter.
Second down and 10. Man in motion was Reed. He never got set. It's going to be an illegal formation. False start penalty, beg your pardon. It's going to actually call the play dead, so false start. Made the comment about those talented players and how good that Paramus Catholic team would be, as fate would have it. Greg Rousseau, head coach right now, is the offensive coordinator on that club for all of those guys. Won titles in 2012, 2013, and 2016. Rousseau went away for a couple of years, came back as head coach in 2022. Prior to that, he left as the OC, won a state title at Northern Highlands Public High School in New Jersey. Quite a run for Greg Rousseau, who's doing a good job coaching him up here tonight. Screen pass was caught and dropped pretty quickly after the catch there by Ozzie Nelson. He was dropped, beg your pardon, after a gain of 2 by the linebacking core of Paramus Catholic. Third down, 13 yards to go. The line to gain is the 40 on the Paramus side of the field. Ball spotted at LaSalle's 47.
We got third down for the LaSalle 47.
Nine minutes, 57 seconds to play, fourth quarter. LaSalle moving from right to left, and it's a 35-14 lead for Paramus Catholic. Gordon steps up and fires for Larry Brown. Got back to the original line of scrimmage. Good tackle there again by Weems. He's had a nice couple of minutes here on the field. Fourth down and 9 after the 5-yard throw and catch from Luke Gordon to Larry Brown.
Obviously in a must-go situation here. The 4th and long, just at midfield here, Bob. This is where LaSalle has had a couple turnovers in this instance. Down and long situations. See if they can convert and get a little momentum, not just for this game, but also get a little confidence for the new starting quarterback.
And they'll be right back in this venue next week, as we all know, against Malvern Prep. Fourth down and 9. Line to gain as the Paramus 40 steps up. Zings one over the middle. It's caught. And he dropped the football.
Oh.
That was fumbled. So it's a catch and a fumble being returned.
Now
and only now they're going to call him down. That's a catch and down. But there are 2 officials. Who's going to win out?
It looks like this lead official who blew the play dead, I imagine, is going to win out.
That's a big-time call there if you're a LaSalle fan. For me, that feels like not surviving the ground and still in the process of the catch. I may have called that incomplete if I was there. But again, he had a better view than we do, so it's a throw and catch.
Good, you see the arm towel of Luke Gordon there, just slings it across the middle.
They can't snap this football. There's a member of Paramus Catholic down, and now they will blow that dead. A 29-yard throw and catch to Jordan Reed from Luke Gordon on 4th and 9, and keeps that just a little bit of hope alive. They're going to need to score, get a stop, perhaps an onside kick, but they live to see another set of downs.
Bob, you mentioned next week LaSalle's back here, but also next week you and Tyler have a crown to defend in LaSalle Cornhole.
That's true. Yes. You know, it's not just the young guys that can play cornhole. That's right. We certainly had some fun with that
and
last year.
Hopefully a lot of mentions of the sea breeze like last year.
Yeah, land breeze, sea breeze. Well, listen, Jack, because we're quick on our feet here, we should be able to pull this up. Yep, that's our guy right there. Tyler Kern and I, champs. Don't forget it. At the LaSalle basketball cornhole tournament.
My team's coming for you this year, Bob.
All right, bring it on. First down and 10.
And once again, upon further review, the pass completion, the runner was down by contact. First down, LaSalle.
So big call there. Jordan Reed came up with the catch, 1st and 10 from the Paramus 20. LaSalle spreads it out. And Reed, that one definitely dropped through the hands and took an enormous hit on the play from Anthony Lopez.
Yeah, just a missed block on that outside allowed Lopez to just come down and crash right onto Jordan Reed. Good expecting that from Lopez, though.
Second down, 10 yards to go, 8:24 to play, fourth quarter. LaSalle trailing by 21. Looking to score here and then take their chances defensively.
Luke Gordon split out wide here.
Yep. It is another Wildcat direct snap. Ozzie Nelson bounces outside, cuts across the 15, taken down at the 12. Maybe the 13-yard line there. Third down and 3, 4-down territory all the way. And do you stay with this little wrinkle here if you're LaSalle? Ozzie Nelson, a similar workload that he had in the state championship last year.
By any means, Bob. Certainly does not seem to be at 100%, but still making a major impact on this game. Shaping up to be one of the best running backs in the state of Pennsylvania, it seems like.
Two great backs overall with Chuoda on the other side of the ledger. Gordon drops back, throws, a lot of contact. Boy, are they letting him play here tonight. Intended receiver was Jordan Reed. Defended on the play by Belgrave.
Yeah, Jordan Reed had that little stutter step double move. Caught the corner with his feet flat. Man, like you said, a little grab there, not called, but we saw that go the other way in favor of the Explorers on the other end of the field earlier on. Need to stay big fourth and short here.
Fourth down, 1, 2 yards to go, perhaps, from the 13-yard line of Paramus Catholic. Got to get to about the 10. 7:26 to play. LaSalle driving from right to left. Two in the backfield. It's Gordon to take the snap, and Ozzie Nelson to his left. And they go to Nelson. Tries to cut it upfield. It didn't look like he got there.
Look like it.
Awaiting final spot. Luke Gordon is pushing, pointing towards the first down, but I don't think he got it. And LaSalle is already changing personnel. It's Paramus Catholic football. They get the stop with 7 minutes and 20 seconds to play. It's tough there. You get a little one-dimensional, Carter.
Yeah.
And you can load up on that side of the line if you're Paramus Catholic, knowing what LaSalle is running and understanding what the trust level is throwing the football at this point. So the turnover on downs, I would expect to see Paramus Catholic take a little bit more time in between snaps, take close to that full 40-second play clock. And this is going to be a heck of a win for them.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Coming down to Jersey, playing at the defending state champions of Pennsylvania, and really just taking it to them after going down 14-0.
I mean, Oda and Snee, that's going to be a problem. That is going to be a problem for a lot of teams in that division. And no question, these guys play a lot of really talented schools. They were 6-7 last year and ended up number 13 in the state. Went to the state final in their group, lost to DePaul Catholic. But part of that is the fact that who they're playing in a state bracket are not necessarily the same people in their league, which are Bergen Catholic, Don Bosco, St. Joseph's Regional, who are the reigning state champs at that group. And also some, we talked about the NFL pedigree on the player side. How about on the coaching side? Chris Partridge, former head coach and alum from Paramus Catholic. The linebackers coach for the Seattle Seahawks. Super Bowl champion, Seattle Seahawks. Sal had an injured player on the field, Jeray Dial, who is a little slow coming off the field. This portion of today's game brought to you by Dr. Mary Griffin and Bala Dermatology. She'll do anything and many things for your skin care, routine cosmetic care, and much more. Call her at 610-664-3300 or visit her online at baladermatology.com. There's a 5-yard penalty there, a false start against Paramus Catholic, brings them back to their own 15-yard line. Seven minutes, 11 seconds to play. Things starting to feel a little quiet here near the boardwalk at Ocean City, New Jersey High School. And with that last set of downs where LaSalle was turned over on downs. And Paramus Catholic in control, looking to run this downhill and get to the end of this one. They go on a jet sweep. Good little run there. Wiggles his way to the 23-yard line, and that is enough for a first down. Nakai Martin, number 8, came in there on the jet sweep. 6:54, clock ticking here in this fourth quarter. We mentioned it, but next up for LaSalle, Friday night, 5 o'clock p.m., moving up 1 hour, playing Malvern Prep.
I think we can get the Ferris wheel turned on for that one, Bob.
I was just going to say this.
Talk to the folks in Wonderland. Bad snap, and Snee came up with it. And a flag comes in as he turns up the corner, lays a hit. He's going to get about 12 yards, but this appears to be coming back.
Battle at the Beach doesn't feel the same without that Ferris wheel lit up.
Well, they sold the property. Carter, a summerer in Ocean City, New Jersey. Can you tell us a little more about that?
RIP Wonderland. Sold the property. Amusement park closed for the summer. Who knows what will become of that property? Hotel, other mall, you know. The Ocean City people are talking. Nobody knows what's going to happen. Been a couple developments falling through the cracks already. But, man, it's just it's certainly not the same. We're so used to having that big Ferris wheel lit up in the back end of the field.
First down and 20 after the 10-yard holding penalty. Ball back at about the 12-yard line. Line to gain is just past the 30 for Paramus Catholic, driving from left to right, dressed in the black uniforms, and with a 35-14 lead, 6:26 to play, fourth quarter. Fakes the handoff. Snee has some room. And hit and dropped after a gain of about 8 yards. Got to the near side sideline, ran the big boys, Caleb Davidson, Kyrie Mitchell towards the sideline.
I'd love to see Caleb Davidson get outside, track Sneed down.
An early target for Penn State and some other Power 5, Big Ten type schools. Caleb Davidson getting some attention. Certainly as is Owen Johnson, who we did not see today. Hope to see him next week. Chima Auguste, have not seen him either. A terrifically talented player as well that will give even more, you know, pizzazz, if you will, and big play ability out of this wide receiver core.
Davidson's other offers besides Penn State, Toledo, and UConn.
Timeout on the field. 5 minutes, 37 seconds to play here in the fourth quarter. This portion of today's game brought to you by Travelox. Folks, are you tired of endless online searches, AI suggestions, reading review after review just to plan your next vacation? Meet our new sponsor, Travelox. A LaSalle parent since 2015 and mom of 3 LaSalle boys, Colleen Cyberlick has been helping families travel the world for more than a decade. Visiting a son or daughter, studying abroad, planning a multi-generational family vacation, milestone anniversary, or maybe you're heading to Rome this November for the eternal tip-off to see Villanova take on Notre Dame. For any trip, Travelox takes the stress out of planning your dream vacation. Email Colleen at colleen.cyberlick@mytravelox.com or scan the QR code to follow Travelox on Instagram, because luxury starts when you don't have to plan the trip. You know, we almost went on that trip.
Yeah.
Eternal tip-off, but my son's 3, November 1st. What's the day before that? Can't miss his 3rd Halloween. Next time. And Rowan Martin is out there. He's going to take a sack. Faked the handoff, and LaSalle got all kinds of bodies in the backfield. Rocco Gallo, a little slow to get up, but he's going to be credited with the sack.
And Bob, it feels like just yesterday me and Pat were arguing about who's better between Villanova and St. Joe's University for college basketball.
Interesting. How did that argument go?
St. Joe's University, obviously on top.
Agreed, Carter.
Wow. Okay. Interesting. I guess it all depends on who you ask or who watches the game and who doesn't watch the games. Huh.
Two-time City 6 Big 5 championship, Bob? How many Big 5 championships does Villanova have?
I believe 1. They got it this year.
How many national championships?
No comment. No. Big 5 championship, obviously where it is at.
Handoff, Oda. He's got to make one miss, and he did not. That was close to going again to the house. It'll be a couple yards to go, and this is not a good sign. He is down, hopefully just a cramp.
Yeah, looks like some cramping issues on the field tonight across both teams.
It is hot out there, no question.
The latest victim.
So Oda got about 15, 17 yards out. It'll be 3rd and short. Official timeout on the field as they look at Oda. Carter, how's doing a football game, man?
It's certainly different, Bob.
Carter, of course, for those of you that follow Bob Long Sports, or really for those of you that don't, is our basketball guru. He's awesome. We're great to work with him, and Pat Burkhead does all the games with us for Hoops as well. Jack Burns does the camera for all those Hoops games, and Jack McGuire's on the bench. So everything, you know, a lot of Hoops junkies here, but I'm a football guy, right? And it's great to have you guys out here doing these games. Tyler Kern will be back next week. So excited to have him. He's got some business going on in Denver this week, so he was not able to be here tonight.
Tyler Kern, obviously, you say it often, Bob. First team, all Catholic League.
That's right.
Former defensive end back in his heyday, high school. You know, I have a little bit of football cred myself.
Yeah, we
Throw
had to get a better defensive
2009,
lineman.
6th grade, St. John's Crusaders, lineman of the year, Carter Philman.
Ever heard of him?
Ever heard of it? I believe it's still on crusaderfootball.org. If you go over there, you can check out the award winners, I believe.
And there's a lot
Might
of
still be
different
up there.
teams called the Crusaders. So how did you guys get that domain? Crusaderfootball.org. They do punt this one away. Fair catch called for and received at the 41-yard line on LaSalle's side of the field. First down and 10 with 3:58 to go, and the LaSalle offense back on the field. They scored on their first 2 drives of the game, and nothing since. 35-0 run for Paramus Catholic in the time since.
Again, you just want to see a little bit more positive momentum that the Explorers can build on, even if it's not just, you know, winning situation today, certainly that they can build on later.
That's an unbelievable hit in the backfield. Loss of about 4. What a play by number 21, James Brown, class of 2028. Hello. Just clotheslined Bryce Hampton.
As Paramus Catholic defense has not let up at any point, Bob. They've just been, like you said, flying around.
And this is an opportunity for LaSalle to learn. Listen, they graduated a lot on that offensive line last year, and that's going to have to continue to improve, to give Luke Gordon more time, to give Ozzie Nelson more running lanes. And yeah, this is the acid test here against a team this talented on the defensive line. And again, that defensive line steps up. Rashawn Mangan was in there amongst a couple of teammates. He was the first to come out and celebrate. Give him the credit there. Also in there on the stop, Xavier Weems. 3rd down and 11, 2:54 and ticking. Ball on the LaSalle 41-yard line. Line to gain is the 49-yard line on the other side of the field. Have to go to the air, don't you think?
You would think so.
2:25 to go. 3rd down and 10. Again, line to gain is the 49-yard line. Gordon goes down low to take the snap, steps up, rolls right.
Got to find somebody during the scramble drill.
And throws behind the intended recipient, almost intercepted. The intended target was number 15, Lucas Ferriola. And Matthias Belgrave was at a great night, almost intercepted that one. It's 4th down, and with 2:10 to go, LaSalle will change the personnel. They'll punt this one away. There will be lots of opportunities for LaSalle to learn from this in film study this week. A full week, Friday to Friday. They'll play Malvern Prep here at Ocean City High School. That punt is away, and it is waited for and caught via fair catch at the 28-yard line.
Jackson Loeffler on the punt. No return by Paramus Catholic.
Jackson Loeffler. Sometimes there's a second L added to that name.
See what Paramus Catholic certainly probably just run the clock down here. Bob. LaSalle seems like they're ready to, after that punt, at least, you know, wave the white flag, if you will.
Sure, yep. 3 knees could do it if they decide to. But I think you have to be ready for Chu Oda.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think he's going to slow down at any point.
Oda in the backfield. Snee hands it off to him. Oda makes one miss and another, stays on his feet, and then tripped up at the 45-yard line. Again, it feels like that's one trip up away from going the distance about every time he touches the football. About 15 yards on 1st down there. They will huddle up, though. Probably give Oda one more touch here. 1:33 and ticking here in the fourth quarter. Paramus Catholic 35, LaSalle 14. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here tonight. We had a great time bringing you Pennsylvania versus New Jersey action here from Ocean City High School. We're excited to get back to our normal video coverage. Another run, this time a new running back out there, gain of 10 yards and a first down. Fury, Diaz, Rinaldi. That was the big-time holder. Yes, that's right. Give him a touch. Why not?
Jack was right. He said, watch out for that holder.
One more snap should do it here. 53 seconds and ticking. Ball on the LaSalle 47-yard line. Congratulations to Greg Rousseau and the Paramus Catholic Paladins. This was a highly anticipated matchup on both sides of the Delaware River. And it'll be Paramus Catholic convincingly winning this one. A 35-0 run from late in that first quarter through the end of this contest. Hello, Walker Snee. The Bergen Catholic transfer, his first varsity start, and he sends an absolute message. Shockwaves through New Jersey. Chu Oda. No surprise whatsoever to anybody, but that is a dynamic backfield. And I think that's his job, Walker Snee, Carter. I don't see a situation where that's a true platoon.
No, not unfortunately for the former QB, but man, he had a fantastic game. Showed it off with the legs, not so much with the arm. Had some flashes, but man, that two-man game between him and Uda, it'll be hard to stop for the state of New Jersey. I wish best of luck to those guys.
Jack McGuire, Pat Burkhead, some quick thoughts on this one.
Yeah, I think LaSalle came out to a good start, but it was really all Paramus Catholic towards the end of the game. They had all the momentum. It seemed like they were doing everything right, and I think the defense really started to pick it up as the game went on, especially that defensive line. I was very impressed by them.
For LaSalle, I'm not sure if it would have changed the outcome, but no Owen Johnson and no Chima August definitely didn't help. That's all I got to say.
Thrilled to be back, guys. High school football is awesome, and this is a great time of year. So you can just about set your dial to Bob Long Sports on either Friday or Saturday the rest of the fall. We can't wait to join you, and we appreciate everybody that lets us into their homes or cars or phones or however you might be watching and listening to our telecasts. We sure think and hope this is the last one that'll be audio only on a live basis, but are very appreciative of the folks at the Battle at the Beach for allowing us to do it in this context. Paladins, 35. The Explorers of LaSalle, 14. And we are off and running with the high school football season. And as LaSalle always does, win or lose, it's the alma mater to finish off the contest.